The mother could not believe what she saw. When her son was alive he had almost no friends. But after he died he immediately received condolence letters from strangers around the world. Some said he was a true friend. Some said he had saved their lives. Some wrote many pages recalling adventures they shared with him. These people who mourned him were actually friends he met in games. At first his parents struggled to accept this fact. They thought his life had been simple and unfortunate. Until they logged into the email he left behind, and discovered a completely different life. Mats was born in a well-off family in Norway. His birth made his mother very happy. Even the family dog was excited. His childhood looked happy. From diaper changes to birthday gifts. And learning to walk. His parents carefully recorded everything. But slowly they noticed something was wrong. His development was slower than other children. He often fell without reason, and had trouble standing on his own. Later the diagnosis came. He had Duchenne muscular dystrophy. A very rare disease. With extremely low occurrence. And no cure. It only affects boys. But comes from the mother's genes. As the illness progressed, his body became weaker and weaker. Wheelchairs and assistive devices appeared around him. The only thing his parents could do was try to let him experience as much as possible in limited time. On his 10th birthday, his parents gave him a game console, and allowed him to play anytime. From then on games became the most important thing in his life. He stayed in front of the screen almost constantly. Before meals, before school and before sleep he was playing. Through games he experienced a normal life like others. The limits of his real body were temporarily forgotten. Slowly he lost interest in real life. Going outside became less and less common. One time on the way to a concert, he suddenly decided he did not want to go. His parents tried to take him to different activities. But he became more and more resistant to leaving home. He stayed indoors more often, and no longer joined family activities. The family noticed he spent more time on the computer. After his 10th birthday he got his own game console. Then later he started playing computer games. He quickly became immersed in World of Warcraft. In the game he could move freely. He could talk with others, complete quests and go on adventures. The limitations of his real body no longer mattered. He spent huge amounts of time online every day. Before eating, before school and before sleep he was playing. Gradually the game became the main part of his life. In reality he became more isolated, and more dependent on the virtual world. Over time his physical condition continued to worsen. He had to rely on a wheelchair and support devices. His hand strength also declined. His parents prepared special equipment for him, so he could continue entering the game world. He spent massive time in World of Warcraft, totaling nearly 20,000 hours. Almost all of his life was in that virtual world. Social activities in real life became fewer and fewer. Going outside also decreased. His parents worried about this change, but could only accept it. In the game he joined a guild. The guild had players from many countries. They often completed quests together, talked and explored the world. He gradually built a stable social circle there. He created a new identity in the game. His name was Ibelin, a character skilled in investigation, often joining adventures and helping others. He was very active in the game, enjoyed interacting with different people, and liked gathering with friends in virtual taverns. In this world he was no longer limited by his body. He could move freely, participate in battles, and express himself. He gradually treated this virtual world as his main place of life. In reality he disliked going out more and more. He often missed family activities. Sometimes he refused invitations from family. His connection to the real world became weaker. Fewer friends. Less going out. Less communication. But in the game he became more active. He met more and more people, and gained an important role in the guild. Many players saw him as a reliable partner. Guild members had full record systems, including chat logs and history. These were preserved over time, forming a large archive of material. From these records his gaming life could be seen in detail. The quests he joined, his conversations with others, and his daily behavior in the virtual world. His relationships in the game became stable. Many people adventured with him long term, and often shared real-life problems with him. He responded carefully and provided support. In the virtual world he became a social center. Many people received emotional support from him, and relief through him. His time in the game kept increasing, while real-life time kept decreasing. But his presence in the virtual world kept growing. His physical condition became more serious. Breathing became difficult. He could barely move independently. Even game control became harder. Sometimes he would sit still in front of the screen, unable to respond. Guild friends began to notice something was wrong, but he always gave simple explanations, without revealing the truth. Later he suddenly disappeared for a period. His account stopped logging in. No one could reach him. When he returned he said he was just resting, but did not explain what happened. Friends felt something was off, but received no clear answer. His physical condition had already become very dangerous. One day he suddenly had severe breathing problems, and was rushed to the hospital. The situation was critical. He briefly fell into a coma. His consciousness became blurred. He thought he might not survive, but he was eventually rescued. After discharge he returned to the game, but his condition was clearly worse. He used various excuses for his absence, not wanting friends to know the truth, but some people already began to suspect. His performance in the game became unstable. He could no longer keep up in team activities. He began speaking less, and reduced participation in combat. Gradually he left the core social circle. Some players misunderstood him, thinking his personality had changed. Some even distanced themselves. He became colder in the game on purpose, sometimes responding harshly, as if pushing everyone away. Friends who knew him felt confused, but he gave no explanation. At the same time his real body kept deteriorating. He could barely eat normally, and needed medical support to survive. He gradually realized time was running out, but still kept logging into the game. The game became his only stable space. He began organizing his blog content, recording his experiences in both game and real life, and writing reflections about life. In his writings he expressed dependence on the virtual world, and helplessness toward his real body. Before these records were seen by his family, most friends did not know about them. Later he contacted a long-trusted friend, and confessed his real situation. He expressed fear of death, and said he did not want to be forgotten. The friend comforted him, and told him he had helped many people, and had impacted many lives. After hearing this he changed emotionally, and began reorganizing his story. With the friend's advice, he made his blog public, so more people could see his records. As more players read his story, more people realized his real experience. People he once helped began to recall the past. Many reconnected with him, and expressed gratitude. He also reconciled with some distant friends, including those who once misunderstood him. His relationships gradually healed. His in-game image became whole again. He apologized to guild members, and explained his past behavior. Most people chose to understand. Everyone gathered again, and held a final shared time in the game, talking late into the night. The atmosphere was calm. After that he logged out alone, and did not return for long periods. Not long after his family released his obituary, announcing that he had passed away. The news spread quickly in the gaming community. Many players struggled to accept it. People from different countries left messages of mourning. Many shared how he had helped them. Some said he changed their lives. Guild members also posted tributes, remembering their time with him. People who met in real life also expressed grief. They recalled his presence in the game, and his impact on the team. At his funeral, many people who had never met him in real life attended. They were his friends from the game. The atmosphere was quiet. His coffin was covered with flowers and guild symbols. His family said in their speech, they once believed he could not experience friendship or love, or take part in social relationships. But later they realized that was not true. He spent much time in the game world, built deep connections, and helped many people. These experiences changed many lives. His father also expressed new understanding, believing that digital worlds are also real, and can create meaningful impact.